Hey, Bobby here from Wedding Film School, a channel dedicated to educating and inspiring wedding filmmakers. And in this video, I want to show you the brand new Lark 150 wireless mic system from Hollyland. So think of the Lark 150 as a great competitor to the Rode Wireless Go with some added benefits. It's a small, light transmitter that gives you the option of using an onboard mic or an included lav mic to suit your needs, and it runs to a receiver that you can feed into your camera or recorder. And it actually comes with two transmitters which both run into the receiver, giving you the ability to mic up two people, say for example, a groom and a pastor. It all comes packed up in a sleek case that works both as a way to pair your mics and receivers, as well as to charge all of the components, which is pretty awesome. The receiver has two volume knobs to control each mic individually, and also has a headphone jack in case it might be useful for you to monitor audio directly from the pack. It also has a belt clip that doubles as a way to mount onto a hot shoe on your camera. And it also has a safety track feature, which is something you know I love in other pieces of audio gear I have, where it'll output both transmitters, the left track being the levels that you set it at, and the right track being 6 decibels lower. Now, of course, with any piece of new gear, there are some things that I would change. So real quick, a few small things that I would like to see different in perhaps a future iteration of the Lark 150. First off, the pack itself, while great and incredibly small, much smaller than a Tascam DR10L, it's too big for me to use the onboard mic. It works great for using a lav mic, and in this system and this setup, I anticipate that I would almost always use it with a lav mic anyway, so it's not really a big deal. But if I did want to use the onboard mic for some reason, I don't really see me being able to place that pack in a spot that seems reasonable and would work well. The second is with the receiver, and this is, again, a pretty small issue. When you are turning the knobs, the dials, if you will, to increase or decrease the gain, it goes in clicks, so it goes up to 10 decibels and negative 10 decibels, and anywhere in between, obviously. I wish that it was gradual instead of clicks or steps. I don't like that it's stepping up. I wish it was just kind of a smooth, like a focus ring or something like that. And lastly, the belt clip, which doubles as a hot shoe mount to go on top of your camera, at least on the cameras that I tried it on, was incredibly tight, to the point where I thought I might damage my camera or my hot shoe mount on my camera, and I was a little bit worried about it. I really had to force it on there, and it does make me a little bit uncomfortable. Now, of course, audio quality is perhaps the most important part of this, so let's go ahead and switch over to the Lark 150 for the rest of this video. We'll do a couple different tests here. I'm going to pop this just on top of my A7 III. I would probably do this better, and obviously, in most scenarios, I would use a mic or a lav mic. All right, testing. All right, so I just need to change my levels real quick to get this. I'm going to go as low as I can on my camera to avoid any preamps on the camera. And this looks actually pretty good. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit record here. So I am now recording with the Lark 150 with the onboard microphone. It's just on this pack right here. I do not have an extra microphone plugged in. Once again, this is the Lark 150 with the onboard microphone run in to my A7 III. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and take this off. I'm going to plug my lav mic that it came with into this. And I'm just gonna set this on my lap and clip the lav mic. It also comes with some bigger windscreens for the mic, which is kind of cool, but it comes with a small one on there. And I'm not really worried too much about how this looks for this video. And I see it coming in here. I'm just gonna tap the mic to make sure it's coming through here. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and hit record. And this is me on the Lark 150 with the included lav mic that comes with the kit. Once again, there are two transmitters that come with this kit, each with their own lav mic, which is awesome. And you can see me recording on the lav mic with the Lark 150. And just for the hell of it, I'm gonna go ahead and finish out this video on the Lark 150 with the lav mic. And the only work I'm doing with this audio is the levels to match everything up. And I'm using one of the lav mics that came with the unit and running the receiver into my A7 III once again. All right, so back to some stats. The transmitters have a battery life of around 4.5 hours, with the receiver lasting around 7.5. And the case that it comes with holds enough power to charge all of the components about 2.5 times. And while this is a solution for audio capture in general, I think this is a great option, especially for live streaming. I haven't used this specific kit in a live stream as I just got my hands on it, but I use a system very similar to this which gives me audio controls outside of my camera, 2 transmitters, and allows me to run it all into my camera and then into my streaming setup of choice, which works great. You may know people using the Rode Wireless Go in a similar fashion, and while it is a great option as well, they seem to be in high demand and you can't always get your hands on one. So if you're interested in a solid audio option that gives you some great benefits and use cases, check out the Lark 150, especially in a live streaming setup. I think this is a great piece of gear. I'll link it down below if you want to check it out. If you've got any questions, leave them down below in the comments, and I will see you in the next video.